Video game. Nowadays, many people spend their time playing video game. It is either play on PC, console, and smartphone. Video game can be considered as a new subculture that formed around people to entertain themselves. In spite of that, video game has their own controversies. Hi, I'm Safwan. Today we talk about gaming addiction that happen in Malaysia. Gaming addiction can cause relationship problems between parents and friends, and it also develop attention problem at school. Well, let's take in-depth look in this video. Meet Anisha. She is one of the victims of gaming addiction. Let's hear her story.
Hi, my name is Anisha and I will be talking about my story with gaming addiction. I started playing games with my friends during high school and it was the time where my father just passed away. So a friend of mine noticed how I was having a hard time accepting my father's death. So he invited me to play games to cheer me up. And after that, I play a lot of games such as Counter-Strike, Dota, League of Legends, and many more. The video games actually helps me a lot during my bad days. During high school, I couldn't keep up with my studies. All the subjects were too difficult for me to understand. So, like any other high school students, I would release my stress. I would play games. And at first, I would actually just play for 2 hours. And it slowly became 3 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours, and eventually I would lose track of time. Sometimes I would sneak out from school to play games at the cyber cafe. And at this point, I know that gaming became addicting to me.
Well then, let us hear from other people's perspective about how gaming addiction affect their life.
I am Farizal, Anisha's friend. And we've known each other for so long since we were in primary school, and she used to be very sweet and cheerful person. So we shared the same hobby, passion, and because of that, at one point I introduced her to online games to spend our free time. It was fine at first, but after her father's passed away, I could see her behavior slowly changing. And sometimes, even when I invite her to hang out as usual, she refuses. I know she plays the video game as a coping mechanism for her sadness, but I can see that it's beginning to affect her health and social life as we rarely talk to each other nowadays. Sometimes I regret for introducing her to video games, but there's nothing to do except help her to get back on her feet.
Hi, I am Mr. Sobri. I'm Anisha high school teacher. Anisha used to be a smart student, always got high marks in exams. She never missed her homeworks and she always paid full attention during my class. But then I noticed that she starts to change after her father passed away. Although not immediately, Anisha stopped paying attention in class when I am teaching. I heard from her friends that she recently starts to play video games more often than before, and I can see how it has affected her academic performance because her exams marks are degrading and she always misses her homework deadline. So I do hope she could take care of her addiction and recovers to be a good student again. So
Hi, I'm Farah, Anisha's mother, and a single mom. So, ever since her father passed, I had to work extra hours to provide food for the family, and I had no time for my daughter. Before his death, Anisha was really close to her father and I. But now, I feel like we've distanced ourselves because she is not as talkative as she was before, rarely comes out of her room, or refuses to see me before going out. Lately, I noticed she always sleeps late at night because she wakes up in the afternoon and not early in the morning like she used to. Most of the time when I ask her to do house chores, she would ignore me and I can see that her room is such a mess. It feels like she is a different person now because she used to always help with house chores and her room is always so tidy. This is all because of that video game she's been playing. She doesn't even passionate about it anymore. It's like a routine for her. She always looked so uneasy and distracted whenever she's not playing the video game. I tried to talk to her about her addiction, but it turned into an argument and we didn't talk to each other for a few days now. I'm devastated that she has turned out to be like this. I wish I could get my old daughter back.
My addiction somehow had led to a big fight with my mother. She got really angry at me and I responded to her by insulting her, and it made her cry. We didn't talk for days, and seeing my mom cry, I started to feel guilty. So I tried to reflect on myself, and that's where I finally realized that my addiction has caused problems to the people around me. Later that night, I apologized to my mother. I explained to her about everything, that I was feeling very stressed and I couldn't keep up my studies. She listened to me, she listened to everything I said, and we finally reconciled. She promised that she will help me with my gaming addiction. After that, I was very determined to kill my addiction. I told my friends and my teachers, and they were very happy with my decision. My teacher also encouraged me to see a therapist. So I slowly tried to decrease my gaming hours, but I couldn't resist it. Even with the setbacks, I am determined to kill my addiction, and it took me a whole 6 months to cure my gaming addiction. To those who are experiencing gaming addiction, please consider getting help. Games are fine to play as a fun pastime, but spending too much time on it could potentially take over your lives.
Okay, we finally reached the end of this video. In conclusion, video game can have a negative impact on someone. However, when games are played in moderation, they can become a good way to release stress and entertain ourselves. That's all from me. See you next time. Bye bye.